Well, that's what's under the hood of a school bus. Yeah, I don't know either. So what we have here is a 2009 Bluebird Vision. It's got a 6.7 liter Cummins and Allison transmission. It's got just over 134,000 miles, and it was a retired school bus. So we picked it up at auction, and now it's ours. Just got it this morning, and that's that. I did learn that if you activate the flashers at all, it will sound a sleeping child alarm when you shut the bus off. And you have to turn the key back and then go to the back of the bus and hit a switch that says, okay, I checked for sleeping kids and they're all safe and sound. So if you weren't aware, school buses don't have park. They have an air parking brake, but you can't select park on the dash. This thing's got a 100-gallon fuel tank, so I'm calculating that this should be able to get me about 400 miles to empty. And that's just a guess, but otherwise I've got good oil pressure, good battery. My temperature never really went over, we'll say 195 or so on the way home. My trans temp is at a good temperature, and I have front and rear air tanks over 100 pounds, and everything seems to work but the radio. So I still have to figure that out, but I got other work to do also, so we'll get to that. I definitely know that we could easily take out about half of these seats, if not more. There's some corrosion on the floor. You can see some dissimilar metals corroding right there. So I'm thinking if we do gut this, a good pressure wash wouldn't hurt. But if you need some bus seats, let me know. I'll get rid of them cheap. Otherwise, it could definitely use a little buff job and cleanup work. Bring this paint back. It's a little bit faded. You can tell for some reason that's been replaced before, but who knows. So I mentioned that the transmission doesn't have a brake or a park, and so I'm wondering if maybe this drivetrain could be put into another vehicle if we decide not to keep this big old behemoth. But I'm kind of also wondering if that's just a linkage thing, if the park is actually in the transmission or not, or if it would require some type of a modification to add a park mechanism. I don't know yet. I think we need a farm truck horn.